Good evening all, how are we all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope we are all doing well. Let's see if we can get that not looking as dark and horrible and dingy. There we go. Right, I've been running up and down the garden because I forgot something in the house. So, right, I'm a little bit out of breath, but there we go. We are all good, I think. So, normally we have some bright colours beside me, but those lights, I also realised very last minute, are still in the van because we've been away filming. I only just got back last night, away filming in the BMW i8. The sound is a bit low. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I haven't changed the sound, so I'm hoping I haven't done anything on the volume settings. But thank you for pointing out. Let's do a quick double check before we get into any racing. Or is it just because the mic's not close enough to me? It's maybe's that. Okie dokie. So yes, we have been away filming in the BMW i8. Now, that was meant to be for a car review video. Our little pilot series, our Top Gear style car review that we were aiming for. We were supposed to be filming in the in a Jag. We were supposed to have a Jag, an F-Type. And the point of that video, which we'll now be filming next year. The point of that video was to be looking at whether the Jag F-Type is or was the last great Jaguar car to be made, and that was what we were going to be up in Scotland for. We booked all of the locations and everywhere that we needed to be, and then the car was not available, so we ended up with a BMW i8. So very last minute, I had to try and drive it around the day before, get my thoughts on it, and then we sort of looked at why, for such an amazing looking car, why it is not as popular as it maybe should be. What went wrong? And it only took me 10 minutes of driving to work that out. So we managed to get, I would like to think, a pretty decent video. Stu, how we doing? Yeah, XKR, I will give you that. Was the last great Jag. I will give you that. But I am a fan. I am a big fan of the F-Type. And fun fact, we actually went up to, so we went up to Scotland, we went up to Glenshee, which is just north of a small town called Perth, or that's where we picked the cars up from, and that's where we were staying. And the locations that we were filming in, if anybody happens to remember or be a real sad Top Gear nerd like me, Clarkson did a piece on the F-Type. And we managed to find the roads that they had used for that. These epic shots with the kind of, these lovely roads and mountains of Scotland, and then the sort of rivers or streams running up alongside, and the helicopter shots and the drone shots and everything. It looked incredible. Obviously, the video was amazing because it was Top Gear. And so I managed to find all the locations or the kind of couple of roads that they'd done all that filming on. So that is why we ended up where we ended up. And I was kind of going to do a bit of a homage to Top Gear and the fact that that car review video that Clarkson did was the proper first Top Gear episode that I saw of the Jag as well. And it made me love the Jag, love Top Gear. And so I was going to kind of almost do a little recreation of that video, but it never quite happened. But we found the locations at least anyways, and we went and filmed a BMW i8 up there instead. And the BMW i8, can I just say, I fell in love with that by the end of it. At first, I was not a fan, but then on day 3, when we started pushing it, what a car! What a car! Really, really good. Right, okie dokie then. Yeah, so we are going to get into this one. I have gone with, and I don't know what possessed me to do it, Ferrari for manufacturers. So that's what we're going to be in. I'm going to first go out on the mediums. It feels like it's been forever since I actually sat behind the rig and got some laps done. Alpha, how are we doing? Feels like a while since we've seen you as well. It feels like a while since we've done pretty much everything. Right, let's go. So we'll have a little bit less of that sliding about if we can help it. And so, yeah, I've gone for Ferrari, but why? I'm not so sure. I just spotted the Ferrari and I thought, you know what? Let's give it a go. So, let's just get 1 or 2 very quick laps in. We'll get entered. And then, as John says, we'll get his livery on as well. Because at the minute, we've got the... Actually, I just need to pick the other car. Because at the minute, we got the Red Bull livery on from when I raced against Max Verstappen. Kind of. Through the power of editing, we raced against Max Verstappen. Indian Stig Racing. He's not the Stig, but he is the Stig's Indian cousin. Thank you so much for hitting the like. Thank you ever so much. If everybody else could do the same and follow suit with Stiggy, that would be tremendous. Have a good race, bro. Good luck. Thank you very much. Same to you if you are racing. Let's just back out of this and get sorted with what we are going to get sorted with. So let's jump and sort liveries first. I actually just think if I switch Ferrari, I should have the one in the garage with the livery. If I can... Bloody hell, if I can just press the correct buttons, that would help. Make sure we've got the right tyres for that as well. There was something else I was going to do there. What was it? Oh, I thought I needed to back out to sort the liveries, but I don't because we got it anyways. There we go. Right. One more lap. Go. Vicar, how are we doing? How are we doing, Jonathan? Hope we're all good. Right, let's go. Let's go. One more, well, quick-ish lap. Try and complete this one. Oh, no wonder we're sliding about. We're on the wets. We're on the wets. Look at that. We've gone for the Ferrari strategy. Try our qualifying time on the wet whilst in the dry. That might explain, that would explain so much. Right, let's go again. Doing low 18s, alrighty. Well, we'll see if we can get close to that. Oh, we have more grip on the wet. Ferrari strategy indeed. Box 4 inters. Box 4 inters. Alright, let's keep going for this lap and actually complete this one if we can do. Probably coming off the power a bit too early there, but then just trying to focus on the exit. It doesn't turn very well at high speeds. This is the only thing with the Ferrari there. There are some cars, granted not as many in Group 3s, but there are some cars that you can keep planted there through that downhill run. The Ferrari were having to lift. Right, what do we want to be doing on the mediums, do we think? Probably a... Still below 120s, I would have thought. Would I be right? Still below 120 on the mediums. Second and a half, maybe 2 seconds slower on the mediums. 119.8. Let's go one more. Ah, there we go. If you actually just don't make a mistake, then you can keep it planted. Good stuff. mucked that one right up. Low 19s on the mediums, yeah. See how late we can brake, yeah. Oh! my foot just slipped off the pedal there. That's not good. My foot just slipped, literally just slipped right over the top of the brake pedal. Why did it do that? I've got extra slippy socks on today. That's not going to be much use, is it? Oh dear. Right, well, we'll try not to do that in the race. Wouldn't that help? Right, let's get in there. Let's go. Roughly 0.8 seconds different. That's less than I would have thought, to be fair. Oh, this is milk chocolate. That doesn't look like milk chocolate, does it? It looks very like dark chocolate. I almost panicked there. Well, I did panic. But I didn't need to. Right, let's go. Oh. Wet tyres. Right, let's back out of this so we can change the tyres. Change the default tyres. Oh, no, not here. Ugh. Stop being a plonker. Right. Let's go again. Change it here. Mediums by default. There we go. Right. Let's go this time. Talk amongst yourselves. Jeez. You can tell I'm out of practice now. Right, so maybe a really good lap on the mediums could still be very low 19s. Maybe high 18s, depending on how well we run. Now, admittedly, the Group 4 Ferrari is a much better balanced car in terms of how it fares up against the rest of the categories and its competitors in other manufacturers. The Ferrari in the Group 3 is probably a weaker car versus most. Yeah, can't break that late on the mediums. Cannot break that late on the mediums. Oh my god! Ah! Strategy at the minute, I will have no clue. I am in the Ferrari, so I am legally bound to do the absolute wrong strategy anyways. Right, let's play a game. Get your guesses in. It's not a new game, we play it all the time. Get your guesses in. What will our fastest lap be in purple for this session? So if you get that correct, for all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt from the merch store is yours. You have to get it absolutely bang on to win. We all know the rules by now, I am sure. Right, this one might be a bit better this lap, hopefully. Nice and early on the brakes. Get round there. Clip that apex. You want to brake mega early here because you're trying to turn. Ah, man. And slow down still. I argue that that last corner there is a trickier corner to launch you onto this back straight. I think that is a trickier corner than the uphill S's. Right, we will be low 19s for this one. There we go. If we can try and get that down into the 18s, that would be decent, wouldn't we say? Australia did 20 laps medium, then 10 on the soft. Said he could get 3 or 4 more. 3 or 4 more on the softs, I presume. Is that what you mean? .181. Let's see if we can get those last 2 tenths taken off this lap time. Well, there's a 10th about to be. Come on, there's 3 tenths, there we go. Right, we know we can get this down into the 18s then. Let's just not muck this lap up. We might have mucked it up. We might have mucked it up. Come on! Lost a lot of time there, but we are going to be down into almost mid-18s. Or we would have been. Be 0.6, 0.7 yet. just a bit off the pace on that one. We'll get 2 more laps. Nope. Well, we mucked that one right up. Right, final lap. Can I just ask, has anybody seen either of the 2 episodes from our pilot series so far? We did the first one, which was the AI reviewed our car, which admittedly was a little bit of a filler for a first episode. A filler is not a good start, is it? But we did have a last-minute change of plans. Our hire car to a racetrack, though, really enjoyed putting that one together. With a bit of car review roulette. Didn't know what car we were getting until we picked that up. So that was good fun. And then, yeah, I really shouldn't be streaming, to be fair. I need to be editing our BMW review of the i8, but manufacturer stream, isn't it? You can't say no to that. Watched the hire car episode. Magic. What did you reckon? Any good? Absolutely. Oh, I appreciate that, mate. Thanking you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this BMW one together. I've kind of got the structure of the edit down. Planned everything that I was going to be saying and got all the edit together. Started to put a few sequences and bits and pieces. It's taken shape. But yeah, the way that worked out was then I was only going to have, basically getting back yesterday to the office, I was only going to have 48 hours to turn that around. Yeah, genuinely, the beeping in that car was horrific. And I'm sure a lot of it you could turn off, but then you don't want to start delving into the settings and sort of removing everything, do you? But if I was in the car any longer, I think I'd have had no choice. Or just rip the entire dash out altogether. That might have been the next option. And that wasn't even like an exaggeration on editing or anything either. It genuinely beeped that much. I know it's easy to watch videos or of any kind and go, well, how much of that is actually real? I can promise you. Right, the question that we got to ask ourselves here then is the 2-stop worth it? Is the 2-stop worth it? What do we think on that question? I can't remember if it's one of the, if this is one of those tracks where it's a stupendously long pit stop. I mean, we're in with A pluses and stuff, so it's not really going to be all that good. Oh, what's my Apple Watch doing? Let's take that off. Lengthy pit lane, yeah. If you were starting from the back, though, maybe worthwhile. As long as you could guarantee yourself an entire race of good laps, which is easier said than it is done. I've just seen the message before that, John saying, in capitals, saying no. And just see all those guys right on top of each other there. They are literally all crossing the line at the same time, bumper to bumper. So they're only going to be holding each other up. And just in case one of them bumps into another, who bumps into another, who bins it, I'm going to make sure that we stay back a little bit. I'm way too early on the brakes there. Forgetting that I'm on the softs, not the mediums. Guesses in for our quali time then. What do we reckon? Whereabouts will we be? First proper lap on the soft tyres, really. England 33, New Zealand at 19. Well, I presume England are winning, but that's about as close as I can get to understanding a rugby score. Oh dear. Come on. $17 maybe? 18. Right, we've got enough in the tyres to go one more. Turn one alone, I can definitely be gaining a lot of time. Be a 10th up here. Alpha Sud in front. Oh. It's not going to be much of an improvement, this one. If any, by the end of this lap. Oh, we're going to get one more. We'll have time for one more. By this point, though, I think that the main bite in these tyres is well and truly gone. Yeah, that'll be a penalty. We are out. We have won. What have we won? I'm assuming it wasn't a big... I haven't seen any like massive talk about it, so I'm assuming it wasn't a big game. Is it a World Cup qualifier or something like that? It always seems like it's a big game when we play New Zealand, though, because I know New Zealand are very good, if not the best. I think. Pukali, how we doing? Just tuned in. Good evening, David and chat. Good evening, mate. I hope we are all well. Bang average is how our night is going so far, because we are bang average, middle of the table. So hopefully it can improve, but it could also definitely get worse. So let's hope that at the very least P8 sums up our night. At the very least. Yeah, Alpha, we were in... you were ahead of me. You had a couple of cars between us, but you were ahead of me in the quali session there. 1:18.446. Look how close these quali times are, though. 18.2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 7. Very, very close these times. Right, we are on... Oh, no. We want to start on the mediums, I'm gonna assume. And then we'll maybe go... What do we think we can get out of the softs? Probably... I'm going to probably say no more than 10 laps, you know. Just what it felt like on that quali there. Start medium, yep. I do genuinely wonder, though, whether or not a two-stop could work. Probably not in an A+ lobby like this. Because there's some way, way quicker drivers than me. But I wonder if I was matched in a lobby, or people all around my level who were prone to binning it lots and holding each other up as a result, then the two-stop probably would be a shout. Any of that make sense? Nope. Right, if we can hit the like button on the stream, if we haven't done so already. First of all, that helps massively. If we can hit subscribe, if you haven't done so already, that helps even more. Hopefully you can catch up. Your quali was bad. I imagine you will do. What did you say your lap times were? Did you say low 18s for your quali times? So if so, mine was an 18.4 there. Could have been better. Right. I always, and it really annoys me, I always end up missing like one of the, or you know, a couple of rounds when the manufacturers is on. And of course Wednesday I was away, but I didn't know anything about that manufacturers until I saw someone else doing it, which is annoying. So hopefully I can get the rest of the races done. I'm going to do my best to make sure of it. Nothing is getting in the way. Yeah, exactly. It was Spa as well. Yeah, exactly. Not as if it was a crap one and it was like, oh, I don't mind missing it. The best race, the best combo. I missed all of the Nations Cup. I only managed to do the last Nations Cup. Right, we had a couple of drop frames at the start of the stream, but I think, are we all good For now, for the moment. We all right? Hope we meet on track, absolutely. Only in a good way though, hopefully no contact. Hopefully I don't bin it in front of you and cause you to ruin your race. We will work together if we can do though. We'll get that on the radio comms right now. Right, predictions in. P8, what do we reckon? Gonna go brake balance 3 to the rear. My go-to now is I always just end up brake balance at the back. As far back as can go. Right. Lap 1 out of 30. Commence. This is where you always end up wanting to lift a lot and just sort of coast through here while you hopefully just see a sea of cars dispersing in front of you. Not on that occasion. Oh! We do a little bit. There we go. We're up to P6. Right, we're absolutely fine on fuel, I think. We'll still have about 30%, 40% left by the end of the race, I'd imagine, the way things look. Could have guessed the contact was coming. There we go. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Oh my God, come on. Oh no, track limits as well. Rage quit. Rage quit. Incoming 2 laps into this race. You've got to be kidding. That's what we're racing against. Prediction from Pukali was top 3. Unbelievable. More like top 3 YouTuber biggest crash outs live on stream of all time. That's what we're heading for. Never mind a top 3 on the podium. You've got to be kidding. You could have seen that happening. As soon as that guy dived to the inside really late, you just knew he wasn't making the apex. Once again, as always, Gran Turismo is the race, is the game of recovery race. Gran Turismo, the real recovery race simulator. It's a long race though, let's keep going. Uh, 30 laps, top 3 is still on. I would like to think. Only in a dream world, I would say, is that possible. The lag is really not good, is it? The lag is really not what you want. Oh, he's gone for it there. He spun him. We're going to have to then crawl off that apex. Get a switch back on him. I reckon I might go, first race of the stream, I reckon I might go for the aggressive strategy. Do we reckon we go for 2? In fact, actually, do you know what I've decided? Look at the time that we're losing against these guys here. Let's go for a mega aggressive strategy and just hope for the best. So, at what point do we come in off the mediums? We're going to go for the 2-stop. It's probably not going to work, but we're at the back of the grid anyway. The worst that can happen is that we're still here. So at what point do we come off the mediums for the first stop on the softs? Let's just give it a go for a laugh. Lap 6. Okie dokie, let's do it. Let's give it a go. Do we think we should? I reckon we should. Something different. Give us a laugh at the very least. We're only caught up behind these guys. You're going to struggle to get past any of them. Scrapping like crazy. As if P14 means anything. So I reckon we might as well give it a go. Softs only last 10 laps. Yeah, but we're gonna do the 2-stop. We're gonna go 2-stop. 2 stints on the softs. Just to try and undo that lap time. The pit stop time. It's probably not going to work, but we might as well give it a go. I think, anyway. So, lap 6 will come in. And just see how we get on. Because we're only going to end up caught behind these guys and losing 2 or 3 seconds a lap at a time. We actually probably, if these all keep backing each other up like this, we genuinely could get an undercut. Potentially an undercut of like 4 or 5 cars if they all stayed like this the entire time. Because look how close and quickly we catch up to the back of them. The only thing we won't have is the slipstream down the back, yeah, which is giving us about 2.5 tenths, but I think we're losing 2 to 2.5 seconds being behind them. So we're going to go for it now. That's an awful entry. Right, let's go. Do not refuel. Go, go, go. We got to hope this works. We'll certainly give it a go. It probably won't, but we'll give it a go. Right, 36 seconds. We've lost, basically we've lost 25 seconds to the leader there. 25 seconds lost. Or maybe it's about 22, 23 seconds lost. So, not that the difference on the tyres themselves give you what would essentially need to be like 2 to 3 seconds a lap quicker. Not that the tyres are going to give us that, but just not being in all of that traffic at the back of the grid. I don't mind being in that battle if we were still P8 and sort of in the mid-pack somewhere, but it's just a waste of time otherwise, isn't it? So... And then the other funny thing is that we cannot necessarily, or we won't necessarily, close to the leader. So it's not like we'll just see that big number in red coming down at the side. Our only real reference point is after when all the pit stops are done, see if it's worked. So that's what we'll have to do. I think it was worth trying though. Just for a laugh, if anything else. Yeah, that's it. We need to average 2 seconds a lap. It's not that we'll be 2 seconds a lap quicker every lap and see purple sectors of, you know, 2 seconds up every single time. But if we can average 119 for our laps, you can see that behind them we were managing, or we were ending up averaging like 120s on our laps. So as long as we can be a second or laps quicker than that, knowing that they're going to be scrapping and holding each other up, then that's good for us. Hit the like, absolutely. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button. We need all the help we can get on this channel. And it really does go a long way. And then we also need all the help we can get in this race. Thoughts and prayers. Right, 18-second gap to the next car. And it's going to stay like that for quite some time. This is going to be one of the most lonely, long, potentially boring races up until the last lap. Oh no, let's not do that. Right, we've got a yellow flag here. Does that mean anything for us? Nope. Yeah, he binned it entering the pits. Yeah, I thought that might have been it. Right. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. P2 into the pits, look. P2 into the pits. Early off the mediums. Or if I just miss it and that's him going onto the mediums, do we think? I think that was him coming off. So maybe he's going for a similar two-stop. What do we think? What do we think? Seven more laps on these tyres? Yeah, potentially. They'll not be the most comfortable, but better than being behind all that traffic that we were behind. Aim into box, lap 18, yep. Yeah. So I've just looked and realised it's only lap 12. We'll see. We'll see how far we can go. Well, I've got no choice now, really. We're committed to it, aren't we? So... Alpha next to car chair, 10 seconds up the road. Oh, he must have made a mistake, I think, because he was 18 seconds up the road. My front left's almost gone already. Oh, there we go. It's my rear left that's not looking great at the moment. Might end up needing a couple of laps of looking after the tyres. Yeah, we can see that we're still making progress to the leader, though. Because now, if he is going to go 20 laps on the medium, surely his drop-off rate's got to be pretty bad as well by this point. I would guess, anyway. I might only get another lap or two though on this set of tyres. Look at the rear left. There's just no grip there at all. Or no tread there at all. It's not as light on the rear as I thought it would be by now, though. We are still all right. Come on. Right, just because we haven't made the time back up in this 10-lap stint here, it doesn't mean that we don't make it back up by the end of the race, because anyone that's still going to be running mediums till the end, from a few laps ago until the end, they are going to drop off massively. And we have, as we can see, closed the gap a bit to the guys that we dropped earlier, or dropped away from. Right, we're going to be on lighter fuel, or the car is going to be lighter with way less fuel by the time we do our second stint on the softs. That might be the chance to go a lap or two longer if we need to. Alpha's binned it. Oh, Alpha, no. Is that Alpha on the softs, or was he on the mediums? Oh, there's some... Oh, no! Yeah, there's the oversteer gone. Oh no, that is a killer. We were doing all right there as well. I'm going to have to come off these tyres now. There was the snap. That was the snap. Damn it. Yeah, you can see the car is just, there's nothing there now. When turning right, the car just wants to oversteer. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, total egg. Put the mediums on. I suppose I actually could do. How many laps did we get on the softs there? 10. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'll go softs. I just want to see if we can do it. I want to see. They'll be shot to bits by the end again, though. Lighter fuel at this point, though. We'll be running about 3/4 of a tank. Yeah, we are. 3/4 of a tank. Bit lighter. Stupid. I think it might be. I am probably going to agree. Yeah, the mediums might have been the way to go. Let's just try and look after the tyres on this, though. Get to the end. Look at the field spread now, though. There's loads of people doing loads of different strategies. I'm guessing the Ferrari overall isn't great on its tyres compared to some of the others. Never getting 14 laps. Probably not. Guessing the race leader hasn't been into the pits yet, though. Still out on the medium tyres and lapping perfectly fine. Is that the leader in now? Yeah, there's the leader in off the mediums now. Oh man, do you know what? Without me binning it, I actually wonder how close to the back of the pack I would have got up to. Because now there is loads of people starting to drop off the road. And the field spread is pretty massive, but there is a couple of clunks of cars together. I do wonder where we would have ended up. Here's a load of people into the pits now. We hopefully end up onto the back of them maybes if they've only just gone in. But it doesn't look like it has. I think they're all coming out now. Twiggies, how we doing? I will read that comment in a second and reply to it not long after. Ah, I mucked that up. And why am I in the worst car? Yeah. I don't know what kit. I don't know what possessed me to do Ferrari. I think it was knowing that their Group 4 car is so good, but it doesn't help us much in this Group 3 race. What car are you in, Alpha? Because that's interesting that your front had gone so early, when for me it was the rear left in the Ferrari. In the BMW, interesting. Right, what I'm finding interesting is the strategy of, how do we say his name, Og, at the front there. Because he came in very early off the mediums. So how's he still on the softs now, or what is he doing? Is he about to do a second stint on the softs, or what do we think he's done? I'm getting the feeling that I've got that wrong though when he's came off the softs, but it flashed up mediums as soon as he went into the pits. Yeah, to be fair, with the Ferrari, I probably could push the brake balance a little bit further forward with that, couldn't I? And be a little, and probably still be all right. Just try. I always end up wanting to protect the fronts more than anything in the world. but it didn't really work for us by the time the rears were completely done in. Ah, there you go. What? I'm confused. I'm confused. He's coming back in. And he's on the mediums now. I don't understand what his strategy is. But I'd be interested to see if and how it has worked for him. There's a lot of people that's gone for two-stop strategies then. Half a race was enough for you to give up the manufacturers. That's no good. Get yourself back in. Do it again. You need to give it another go. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting another 6 laps out of these tyres though, is there? That is just not happening. Already it's gone and into the wall. Those snaps down that hill are brutal. Even more difficult with damage. Hit the same wall at least. Yeah, this one's definitely a rehearsal race. Although this is everything that could have possibly gone wrong, gone wrong. When you mentioned about your Australian friend, John, what car was he racing in? If you're saying that he reckons he could have gone like 14 laps, because we're struggling to get 10. Lexus, interesting. I've been lapped. Can I at least unlap myself from P1? Yeah, take back your prediction of top 3, definitely. Bottom 3, guaranteed. Top 3, not so much. Send it. I forgot that I was ghosted for a second there until he turned across. I was like, oh yeah, I actually don't need to worry about this. Wow, look at that. So much more straight line speed. I suppose he'll still be getting a slipstream, I think. If I were him, I'd be raging at you. Yeah, I know. This is the thing, though. You've still got to race your own race. Not that I'm necessarily going to manage to catch up to anybody at the pack. I'm a lap down now. But what else am I meant to do? I am actually quicker than him because I'm on a fresh set of soft tyres. And we were matching the pace of the leader at the start of the race, which that's the frustrating thing. Lots of people have done the two-stop strategy, though, or half the grid seems to have done a two-stop. So I do think that is the way to go. Unless you want to really stretch out the medium tyres. But then it might leave you a bit vulnerable. So I think the strategy wants to be a stint on the... 2 stints on the soft to run as long as you can go, and then whatever you need to fill the rest on the mediums, I think. I know it's still distracting, yeah, but we've broke away from him now, which is what I was trying to do. And what I knew I was able to do. Yeah, 9 and 9 and then 12 on a medium, maybe something like that, yeah. Just look at the field spread now, though. Everyone's had so totally different races. There we go, and we set our fastest lap at the end on the last lap. Well, that were dreadful. That were absolutely dreadful. Right, what car do we want to be in for Daily Race 6? We're going to do that next. But I'm probably not going to have time to do much of a practice. So, Daily Race C, Trial Mountain. I'm going to go with whatever car's at the top of this list. RCF it is. Fair enough. Let's see if we've got a one with John's livery on. If he's made one for this car, which I believe that he had done. But I still get mixed up with GT Sport. And I don't think I've got an RCF. I don't think I've ever raced the RCF, even on Gran Turismo 7. Right. Very quick comfort break, and we shall be back. Yeah, we'll give the SF23 Super Formula time trial a go. Definitely. This car feels so totally different to the Ferrari that we've just been in. Even the Ferrari on the super worn tyres by the end of that race feels more planted than what this is. I'm not going to enjoy this for a first attempt. I do love this racetrack though. I do absolutely love this track. As you can tell. Good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why can't I tell how big this car is? And keep it off the walls. Oh, just as well, because I was going to look like a right idiot there and hit the wall. Right, from the back here, by the way, not going to be great. I think we need both tyres as well, don't we? So we'll start on the mediums. How many laps do we... I haven't done this one yet, by the way. I haven't done the daily race or looked at it at all. So how many laps do we know do we get on the soft tyre? Yeah, it always is a great race here, isn't it? I love this track. And most of the combos here, absolutely sensational. Right, Gallo and Consta on this in this one, by the way. So race wins, let's just say, out the equation. Bill, how we doing? Hope we're all well. 7 on the mediums. Oh, what, you really don't, you only get a few laps on the softs? Is that actually the case? If I'd have known that, I'd have probably gone and started on the softs to get in the pits early and out the way. Right, let's see how we do then. At a total disadvantage already, starting on the corner, but we'll ignore that for now. Four or 5 on the softs, right? Well, we'll aim for that then. I'm not going to be at absolute tip-top pace, so we'll go with whatever is the safest strategy. I'm going to struggle here. To be fair for this race, as long as I can just not drop too far off them. This is literally zero practice because this is the first attempt this week. And I keep looking at the big number in red and being like, I'm losing loads of time, but it is absolute World Series races up at the top there. So, yeah, I won't have maxed out these corners or much of this track at any point in this race. This can be the practice race for this one as well. Yeah, goal 16th, but within a minute to the leader. Yeah, not far off. Right, we're catching. We're catching. Right, we're not doing too bad in what is still a pretty, well, very, very quick lobby. Oh, there's someone gone. Fellow Lexus in front, come on. Bill's saying don't shift, so if there's anyone that knows more about gear ratios of cars, I'm going to pay attention. Right, where can we realistically be? I guess it depends on what people a little bit further ahead are doing in terms of tyres. Definitely going to go for this one though. It would be rude not to. He's going to hang it round the outside. Oh, we make sure we give the space. He drops off. We have that one. Right, race leaders are coming in. I'm going to follow suit onto the softs. Let's go. It did seem like there was a little bit more pull on the top end gears in 6, a little bit shorter. Short shifting a little bit. But then I was in the slipstream as well. Let's go. Right, are we managed? I was going to say a top 10 would be what I would maybe want to try and aim for from the back here, but we're still going to be back at the grid. We've not got the jump, or maybe it's just on 2 in the pits. We can see P10 in front of us though. Didn't manage to cut that across there and open that corner up as much as I wanted. I mean, ideally, obviously, even in this lobby, you'd want a P8, a top half finish for a positive DR result. But given that we started from the back with no quali, a P10 would still be something. Oh, that was close. That was close. Right, let's see if we can work together, or if the Italian will work with us. I don't think he nudged us there. I think he actually dropped off and lifted a bit, so that he maybe didn't give us the nudge. That's a moment. Jeez, that's a big moment. Two and a half laps left, come on. My fault. Buster, how we doing? Been lurking, enjoying the stream. Good man, thank you very much. Hope we are all doing... I hope we are doing all well. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, that, surely, for me there, I would have thought. Trying to nip underneath there. Oh, no. Make sure he holds on to that one there. Oh, no, we're getting hit. Oh, all this desperately for a P10. It's not really worth it, is it? That's my fault. My fault, my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. My fault, my fault, my fault. Oh, he hasn't seen me there. That one was fair enough. That one was fair enough, but he didn't see me there. All this for a scrap for P13. In the end. Oh, and we hit the wall. Brilliant. Getting overtaken by a 911 on the straightaway in this car with a slipstream. Yeah, well, that was fun. Right, we'll go again now that we're, let's just say that we're now warmed up. Yeah, it was a very fast lobby. I was not fast. That is the problem. That is the big problem I found with that race there. I was not as quick as everybody else in it. Right, we'll go again though. Just double checking. Yeah, we'll get one more race of daily race, and then we do one more attempt of the manufacturers. I don't know if I was a fan of the RCF there. Should we try the M6? Or should we stick with the RCF? Stick with what we know. The Jag is fun. Is it actually? I love the F3. I love the Group 3 Jag. It's just never like top end competitive, is it? Sadly, because I love the Group 3 Jag. Right, come on then. Let's see where we're at for a bit of a quali time. I think we'll get, yeah, we will. We'll get 2 laps. So get your guesses in if anybody guesses this correctly. Bearing in mind I've not done a quali lap at all yet and you have no reference. Then I'll be mighty impressed. Completely messed that corner up, so we're going to lose loads of time on this straight. But that's okay. The Z4 is fun on the straights, yeah. Right, guesses in. What do we think? What do we think? Messed that one up slightly. Right, 50.9. See if we can do any better than that on this one. Starting this one again. Feel like that and be quicker. Clearly not that much quicker. Right, we'll not have time to start again, I don't think, or I don't want to risk it. Let's try and get this one. We want as low a 150 as possible in terms of beating our previous lap. Right, that feels a bit smoother there. That's a bit better. Wonderful. There we go. That's what we're talking about. The snaps of oversteer. Right, that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of entry that you want onto this back straight. That's what we are talking about. Let's go. Nope. Go, 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 go. $50.3. That's a bit better. Spun the course. I'll spin everything, mate. Win or go home, Buster says. If we win this one, I'll be on here forever. Or normally, actually, it's win and then go home because you've got to end on a high with me. Right, do we think start on the mediums again? Or do we think staying out of trouble and do we think staying out of the way? If we go early on the softs, I know we end up battling a bit, but earlier pit stop. What do we think? It's all a bit too late now anyways, isn't it? Right, we're still at the back of the grid though. It wasn't really a great quali time, but we're still at the back of the grid, which is unsurprising considering how quick everybody is in here. Alright, let's go. Right, what is going to happen in this race? Oh, there we go. That's what's going to happen. Just as well he ghosted, because we would have been wiped out there. Look at the state of this. Look at the state of this. I'm going to go right the way around the outside here, I think. Or try to. Try to. Oh! Go! We've somehow managed to avoid all that there. We've somehow managed to avoid that. We've got a Mazda in front who's going to sort of slipstream us. This guy's actually trying to wipe us out there. I don't know why he's trying to do that. I don't know if he thinks that was us that's ruined his race, if someone's ruined his race or not, I don't know. Or it felt like he was trying to push us out the way. Might have had that wrong though. I hope I had that wrong. Two more people have binned it. And now that includes me. Get! Damn it. Oh, man. We were going to be on for like a P6 or 7 there. Nothing we can't get back. Come on. Nothing we can't get back. Too much green stuff, yeah. I thought I could have kept pushing out wide and would have been alright, but understeered a bit further than I thought. Look at this, we still got people binning it though. Someone else binning it. We could be back up to where we were if everyone just keeps making the same mistakes, as long as I don't keep making them. I was on the grass again there, but luckily I had the wheel straightened up at that time. Oh, one more gone. No. Don't hit the wall. Oh, just missed. I suppose that's a sign that you're doing something wrong when even you yourself, the driver, are surprised that you didn't hit the wall. Right, one more lap. One more lap. SD almost having a moment. He's all good though. We're going to catch up. Right, there's a couple of moments happening for the leader there. Look at that. From here to P11, which is where we're at, 5.3 seconds is the gap. Right, in we come this lap though. As does pretty much everybody. Onto the soft, let's go. Right, 5 laps. No, 6 laps? 5 laps left. I think for tyre wear we were alright at the end of the last race, weren't we? I believe this is what we call hammer time. Right. Let's go, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There is a big group of cars there. We could still be on for a good result depending on what happens up ahead. Oh. Oh! 2 people gone. Come on. Come on. It could all be happening now. It could all be happening now. Right, Rodri in front, who's obviously a bit quicker. Although his move on me in the tunnel was a bit questionable. But we'll see if we can maybe sit behind him and just follow him through, perhaps. Oh! More carnage up ahead. Oh! ESD's, yeah, wiped him out. Right, come on, P8. This is a good result, this, considering it's been a recovery race of my own doing. Come on. Trying to stay on the back of Rodri here. Proving pretty difficult because he is a lot quicker. He's hitting a much wider line there, actually. This is a long enough straight where you could probably V-cut it and actually be, yeah, probably better off by the time you hit the brakes. Come on. I think we'll beat someone out of the pits here, so will we get up to P7, I think, maybe? No, it's still going to be P8. That's going to be a penalty, that. Corner cutting, I think. Yeah. Gate. That's not what we want. Right, there's someone else gone, so we are now P7. Only 3 seconds off the leader after the nightmare of a race we've had. Imagine if we didn't bin it, we could have been in the lead by now. Jeez. Didn't want to be clipping that wall there, obviously. Yeah, this one set. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! Oh, this 1 second penalty is going to be a killer because we're going to drop right behind all this lot, but something tells me we might catch up with 1 or 2 of them soon. We might be alright. Look at the state of this! Oh no! Serving a penalty here is not what we want to do! No! Come on, stay on the back of them, stay on the back of them. Catch up, catch up, catch up. Come on, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. As long as this guy doesn't end up in front. I think he is going to sit behind. Thankfully he is. Right, come on. There's got to be a position or 2 or 3 up for grabs by the end of this lap. Come on. Oh! Go! Go! That's a great move round the outside there. What a move. This race has not disappointed. We've heard so many things about it all week. And it has not disappointed. It would have definitely disappointed if I ended up in some of the carnage that we've managed to somehow drive through. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's someone serving a penalty. It's going to be P7. Can we get a top 6? Otherwise known as 6th. One's gone. How's the rejoin? Not great. Not great, but we make it through. Good move there. I was trying so desperately to hold it and hang it around the outside. Is there going to be a position up for grabs here and a drag to the line? Oh! Yes, there is! Oh, we get P5! Oh! I think we got P4 there. P5, P5. Jeez! Well, that was a frantic end. Oh, man. What was that? Oh, man. Driving standards disabled in that one. They must have turned everybody's ability to drive properly and cleanly. They must have all switched it off before we went into that one. Yeah, proper crazy fun. That is insane. That was the dirtiest drag to the line ever. Oh, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Right. Let's get into the next one. Let's just try and get in for a good race at manufacturers. We're not going to do the 9 o'clock one, but let's just quickly get in to do... I tell you what, let's do engine change as well. Let's go all out here. Let's do it properly, shall we? Oh yeah, if I didn't do the spin, it'd be in P1 all day. P1 all day. Dear me. Right. Are you asking why not, John, for why we're not doing a third one? I desperately need to get that BMW video edited, and it needs to go up by tomorrow. So I'm going to have to get a few more hours done on it tonight. So that we can get it uploaded for tomorrow. And then the next 3 episodes that we got up on the channel I'm excited about. We've got our BMW i8 review, which will be going up tomorrow. Then we've got our race against the sun in the in Scotland, which was really, really good fun. So that is our homage to Clarkson and earlier days Top Gear in the Jag race against the sun. So we've done our version of that. And then our last one is the Cheap Car Challenge, which is the big fun one. Right, come on. Let's drive as well as we can and get a good race result in this one. Strategy obviously let us down on the last one because we weren't sure what we could or couldn't get away with. And then it turned out we absolutely couldn't get away with what I initially thought. But it does look like a 2-stop is a possible option. Loads of people doing the 2-stop. And yeah, I think it could be doable. In fact, to be honest with you, if our strategy kind of almost went to plan, if you like, if we ended up pitting a little bit later, a couple of more laps on the mediums, the 2-stop would have worked the last time. We just ended up on too many laps with dead soft tyres. I probably would have spun anyway, that's true. Right, 18.6. That's still on the... Oh no, that was on the mediums because we never done soft tyre running. So that was on the mediums. Let's see if we can match or better that. Some TP. I don't know. Does that mean something, or is that a typo? Tough lobbies, yeah, definitely. Oh, we might actually set a personal best with this one here. I think we will do. Only just. Yeah, 8629. Or 18, sorry, 629. We'll have that. We'll have that. We have Max Verstappen, clearly the real I am, in this one. Banana Man as well. We few people that we know in this one. I don't even want to ask what's going on in that chat right now. Or why you need TP, John. Yeah, one more after this, Jonathan. It would help if you were on the soft tyres, however. There's a 9 o'clock slot as well. It's a good race, though. Just don't do what we done and end up doing like 4 pit stops in the same race. That's no good. I need it deeply. Good man. Right, let's go. Predictions in. What will our quali time be? Let's try and get as low an 18 as we possibly can do. Not bad. Provisional pole. Not too bad. Right, now, if we're really clever about this, then we'll go again from the pits. Which is clearly... I'm not the only one doing that. Right, come on then. Oh, that'll be a penalty, but we'll serve that on this lap. Or I have to hope that we do now. Alright, make sure that we're not blocking anybody here on a hot lap as well. This is supposed to be an easy cruising lap. Right, we need to try and take another 10th off. I think I'm way down on my time here, that's for sure. If there's one thing that feels pretty certain, it's that I'm not up on my time. Yeah, 6/10 down. Oh, that's awful. Disaster. P4 will do though, it's not too bad. Right, do we start? Let's serious now. Serious now. Thinking heads on, guys. I'm going to go medium because I presume that's what we're probably going to say. But what should we do? Do we go for the two-stop? In which case we want to start on the softs so that we know how long. I think it's most people are two-stopping, yeah. Most people are two-stopping. I think start on the softs. Know how many laps we can definitely get out of them. For sure. That's my thoughts. What do we reckon, though? Or are we going to go on the basis that we know we're going to get 9 based on the last race? 12 on the mediums. To begin with, John, you reckon? We've only got 10 seconds. To begin with, or no? We'll start on the mediums. We'll start on the mediums. We'll try holding anybody up behind. There he is. Close lobby, good luck. Oh, I misread that. Actually, it says Sean Bannon. I thought it said banana. Sorry, Sean. Unless you are Sean Banana Man. Oh, does it? My eyes are getting so bad, it's horrendous. No, it doesn't say banana. It says Bannon. So you might not be Banana Man. My bad. Jammy, how we doing? Mediums and work with the top 3 for the first stint. Yeah, well, we're starting on the mediums. The question is, do we go for the two-stop or do we just try and make both stints last? I don't think 20 laps on the mediums is doable. John, you know when you said your mate had done whatever, you said he was, do you say he was C-rated though? So was his race would have been shorter, yeah? So I think the two-stop's the way, I think the two-stop is needed. His race, would his race have been 20 laps, I think? Yeah, that explains that then. Oh, he had 30 laps. Oh, that doesn't explain that then. We agree on the two-stop though, yeah? We agree on the two-stop. Some people are making the one-stop work. I've got to say that though. Some people were making the one-stop work. But we've got to decide this from the off. We're going yes to the two-stop. We're committed to the two-stop. That is locked in. That is plan A locked in. However, we don't have a plan B, so it has to be plan A or nothing. Right, I'm going to keep brake balance in the middle because we did rinse the rear tyres a bit quicker. As we say, with an MR car, a bit trickier to look after the rear tyres. Yeah, see how your tyres are after lap 10? Well, I want to use them all up. We got 12 laps to absolutely rinse these mediums and never see them again. Go! The Ferrari does have very good launch in the lower gears, though. Look at this. Already, round the outside is never going to work into turn 1. It just doesn't work. It won't happen. Always should go to the inside on that one. That's my first mistake of this race. Right, is P1 on the soft tyres? That's the question that we're going to have to try and find out. Maverick's going to try and defend this one. That's his first move. Don't turn in too early. Try and use the might of the Ferrari grip out of that corner, and we absolutely do. Two on the soft, be a machine. I wish. Right, P1 I think is on the soft tyres to begin with. P2 I'm not so sure on. Not so sure on at the moment. You think you've gripped up, and then that slight bounce that you get as you put your foot down. Don't. You've got to keep your foot in it though, but don't spin. We're all right for now. Go. See how quick P1 is. Even the difference on the medium tire, on the soft tires, which I presume he's on, we're absolutely cooked if he's on the if he's on the mediums and he's pulled a 4-second gap in 3 laps. Please don't be a penalty. Right, I'll be honest, I am starting to wonder if this 2-stop thing is actually a good idea. Or the right idea. Do we just force ourselves to look after the tyres and stay where we are? What do we think? What do we think? John saying look after the tyres. Because we're starting to match the pace of the guy out front. It's sort of leveled off at 4.2, 4.3 ahead. Maybe he's starting to do the same, or maybe if he is on the softs, he's starting to drop. $20 and 10. We could try. Just we know that 10 on the softs was even still very, very difficult. And look after the tyres. Sometimes I struggle to do that, to be fair. Yeah, it's just whether or not we can get 20 comfortable laps out of these medium tyres. Right, we're actually starting to close to the leader now. So if he is on the softs, we're at the crossover point. There you go, he's gone in. Oh, he's gone in very early. Very, very early. Right, keep an eye on him then. That is way earlier than I was still expecting, even on the softs. What do we think? Should we just try and look after these tyres and take them till the end? Because the extra 20-odd second pit stop, it's a lot to try and win back. And if we've got clean air out front, we're not necessarily too worried about trying to undercut anyone. We're averaging decent in the sort of mid to low 19s. And that's probably all right, do we reckon? Right, we're going to go along. Turns out we do have a plan B, after all. And it involves looking after the tyres, my least good skill. Half-second penalty for the leader. This could put us in front. But that slipstream that we've been tagging along nicely, we're now not going to have. And we've got two guys who are still also very quick right behind us now. Can we get these to lap 20? This is the question now. Can we get them to lap 20? They're halfway through their life as of now. And we're going to start sliding and seeing them dropping off. We either go into the pits now or we stay out. What do we think? We either go into the pits now or we stay out. We're in the lead of the race. And I haven't managed to see the race leader pop back up on that board yet. What do we think that we do? One or two stop. One or two stop. Kukali saying pit now. Soft can't go for 12 laps. Not a chance the soft goes for 12 laps. Not a chance the soft goes for 12 laps. John saying keep going. Oh, someone's gone behind us. Someone's gone. They've dropped off the track. Right, do we pit end of this lap or not, though? Do we pit at the end of this lap or not? Or do we just try and nurse the tyres and accept that we have a few laps where we're 2 or 3 seconds a lap slower, but we've not then been in the pits for an extra 30 seconds. Lap 14's probably last chance to do 2 stop. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Wicali saying 2 stops. All in favour of the 2 stop? Say yes. Speak now. Oh, I'm going for it. I don't want to. I would rather stay out. But I do think that the 2 stop is the way to go. Can't end up in traffic though. Do not. Oh, if we end up in traffic here, we're done. If we end up in traffic here, we are done. We're going to come out in so much traffic. Damn. Damn it. 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 Actually, we're in a nice big gap here. We have lost the slipstream, but we're in a big gap. Right, it's hammer time now. Quali lap after quali lap. I think the first race, there was a lot of people didn't know what to do. I think a lot of them will have just gone for the 1 stop this time round, which is probably the more sensible idea. We're P11 now. There's not that many people have done the same strategy. And probably for good reason. 24 seconds the gap now. to the leader who overtook us. Basically, for the next 16 laps, we have to average being about 1.5 seconds quicker than the leader. We've both got to make another pit stop so we can just look at the amount of laps that we've got left to do. We must be 1.5 seconds quicker per lap. Now, as I was trying to explain in the last one, we're not going to do that in absolute pure lap time. But on the last few laps of his stint, he's going to drop off so much. He's going to be 2 seconds a lap slower, 3 seconds, maybe even 4 seconds a lap slower, as we were once we started spinning and almost spinning it and having to take it really, really easy. That's where you then eke back that kind of average of 1.5 seconds a lap quicker, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But in the meantime, we just still need to drive as quickly as we can. We've taken out 1 second ourselves in this lap. There's someone else into the pits, P10. Max Verstappen into the pits. There's the race leader, 5.2 ahead. Or the guy who was leading the race when he went in. So this will be interesting to see if we catch up to him and what his strategy actually looks like. .5.4 to the leader. .6 to the original leader, I guess. Gap down to 22 seconds now. It's a Maverick. Iceman into the pits. Come on, this is for the lead and victory of this race. Well, that's what we think we could be on for. .6 to the leader. So far, we've took out about a second a lap, which is good going. Someone else into the pits off the mediums. They're just not going to get 14 laps on the soft tyre unless there's some other cars that are just so good at tyres. But surely not. no, come on. Can't be having that. Can't be having that. Right, here is, right in front of us here, 3 seconds up the road only, is the guy who was the race leader. So we're seeing our strategy start to cross over, but we're still 18.3 away from Maverick. And now bearing in mind, he's going to come off of the mediums and go onto the softs, the same tyres that we'll then be on. So only if he pits early, or only if he ends up having to do like 10 or 11 laps on the softs, will it really work out for us overall, this 2-stop. But I just think the Ferrari's not quite that good on its tyres. But it is because you're able to push it so much more. It's got a lot more grip. We've had pretty good pace, to be fair, for these last few laps. We have had such good pace. I don't quite think this is going to work out for us in the end, but we could potentially still get a podium. Damn it. Damn it! Oh, and then he's binned it! Oh my god, I waited for him and then he's binned it. Can't believe that. Cannot believe that. Yeah, I should have gone for the overtake. I didn't want to risk messing up the overtake or just anything going wrong, and I closed on him a bit quicker. By the time I'd closed on him, I should have just gone for it. Damn it. Damn, 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 damn. Oh, and I haven't pitted either. Car's sliding. Literally drifting through turn 1. Nah, can't hold on to that. There you go. Russell Bamei has gone and done the 2-stop as well. So many people, everyone's gone for the 2-stop as well. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this. Damn it. Yeah, did we actually reckon that was his fault? I waited because I'd made the contact, but it felt in the moment like it was my fault, to be honest. To end last year is devastating after we were driving really well. that's obviously corner cutting. Oh, I'm not in the mood for time trialing after this race going so badly. Might do it on Monday night though. Will it still be on Monday? Feels like it's only just come out, so. Oh, this is so frustrating because look at this. When we're on it, look how much quicker we are to the leader, to Maverick as well. We're gaining time to him. Oh, we lost a big chunk there. But we're gaining time to him. And it would have been such a good chase down these last few laps. Oh, we're going to overtake Max Verstappen. He's had a nightmare race as well. Thank God. I'll be going. Coffee's waiting. No worries. Oh, and then we're going to be a minute behind now as well. Yeah, maybe it's the ones. I mean, look at that. He's got the P3. He's got the podium. He's done the two-stop. How are we so far off? I know we've had that one lap of... And how have we dropped that far back? That's what I'm not understanding on that one. Well, we had 2 laps of disaster, didn't we? Oh man, I was really hoping for a good result off this one. I really thought we could have got a good result. Can I do the 9 p.m? Honestly, I've got to get this video edited. I've got like 24 hours to edit the video, which will be up tomorrow night. I will have painstakingly worked through the night on it, but that is unfortunately. I wish I could do both, but I'm going to have to prioritise that so we can actually get it out when it's intended to go out. Oh, nightmare. Max Verstappen gets back past. We're actually going to end it in P14 as well. Unbelievable. Shameful. Shameful. Bad result, that. Bad result. Could have actually been on for the race win if we'd followed Maverick. Maybe that two-stop was a bit ambitious, but disaster. Absolute disaster. Never mind. Not to worry. I hope everyone still enjoyed it and we've had a little bit of a laugh nonetheless. That is a bit of a shame, that one, but one of those things. Never mind. Right, please keep your eyes peeled tomorrow. The most important video that I will have ever uploaded on this channel will be going up tomorrow. Our hire car video last week was still an important one, but I know that this is as close to kind of like where we want to be in terms of the stuff that I want to be doing. So the one tomorrow is really important. If you have a spare 10-15 minutes at round about 5-6 o'clock tomorrow night, please do tune in for the premiere going live on that video. Yeah, it will mean a lot, that one. It's a big video for this channel in terms of what we want to try and do. So I will leave it there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go sit and edit until very, very early hours in the morning, and I will catch you all in a little bit. See you all tomorrow in the video. Please make sure you go watch it. Toodles.